It was so nice and sunny earlier. Like, it's now cloudy and it's -2 degrees out here, so it's so cold. But it was nice and sunny. I'm so annoyed that it isn't anymore. The most important aspect of your life when it comes down to it is your core purpose. Everything in your life must be aligned to your purpose, from your diet to your career to the way you literally get up in the morning. It must be aligned with your purpose, and if you've done this, you'll notice that you can discipline yourself to living in accordance with your purpose. You can minimize, if not just completely get rid of the distractions. But if you haven't, and you don't know your purpose, which a lot of us don't, you can't have your life aligned to it. My name is Wylder, and I help other young men like me take back control of their lives. So you don't know what your deepest desire is. And if you don't know your deepest desire in life, you can't align your life to it. You go to work, but I thought I just heard a dog. You go to work, but that work is just not aligned with your core purpose. So it's just a job, a way of making money. And you can keep repeating this cycle over and over and over again, but eventually it's just going to go nowhere. I want to ask you this. Are you working right now in a 9 to 5? And do you actually enjoy working that 9 to 5? Does it feel like that you're actually doing something with your life? Or is it literally just a way to make money? So what can you do? You want to find out your purpose, but you have literally no idea how. And for me, I think it was those moments, maybe when you were younger, even when you're an adult, but maybe it was more common when you were younger, those moments where you really resonated with something, where there was a time period, a theme of something that you were doing where you didn't have any distractions whatsoever. For me, a brief period, that was jiu-jitsu. When I first started, I was so motivated for it, always looking forward to it, almost like if it was a video game. I was always thinking about it, like where I used to game so heavily, I'd just always be thinking about it, the next thing, like I'm coming back from school, can't wait to go on the Xbox, something like that. But when I first went to jiu-jitsu, I'm coming back from school, I can't wait to get ready to go to jiu-jitsu. That moment when I was younger, that was my core purpose, jiu-jitsu, martial arts. But then it changed. You see, your purpose will change. Right now for me, my purpose is helping other young men who are in the exact same position that I was a year ago. A year ago I was working a 9 to 5. 9 to 5, well actually it was 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. because it was a restaurant, and I'd work that 5 days a week, Saturday, Sunday off. And then Saturday, Sunday, the whole week I'd be working, and then when I got to my 2 days off, I'd be so excited to game, to do nothing else but game. And then I had an accident, I had a motorcycle accident, and then I was forced to not work. And at first I thought, wow, this is a dream come true. I don't have to work, and I still get paid for like sick pay. But I couldn't actually walk for like 2 weeks. So I was forced, not able to work, and I was forced to almost stare at a blank wall because I couldn't do anything. The boredom set in, and that's when I realized that I am literally wasting my life, and how many others are doing the exact same that I was. I was always watching Hamza's videos, those Andrew Tate like speeches that help motivate me, always taking in that self-improvement knowledge but not actually doing anything about it. Yes, listening to it is super helpful, it's better than doing nothing, but ultimately I was doing nothing. I didn't do anything. So I actually picked up the camera and did something. I actually started going to the gym. You see, that's when I realized that this was my new purpose. Helping others who were in the exact same position as me. Working on my own business to to the point where I will retire my own father, because he's helped me so much. That's my purpose. And I had to literally almost sit down and stare at a blank wall for like 6 hours, multiple days upon days. Obviously, you don't need to do that. I was forced to because I couldn't walk, but maybe you will. Maybe you will just sit down at a wall. Maybe you'll go out on a hike, in the highest point in the woods, in the mountains, and you'll sit down and you will literally just think about what it is that you're meant to do in life, what it is that I resonate with. And the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, that your purpose will change. Maybe in 10 years, I've done everything I wanted to do. I've built up this channel, I'm helping so many others who were exactly like me, and they're getting on self-improvement, they're taking back control of their lives. I've retired my dad. I'm living in my own place, in the woods or something, maybe it's across the beach in a faraway place. I've got my own family, but maybe I will get a new desire, a new core purpose. Maybe I'll start going to mixed martial arts again. maybe I'll resonate with it more, like I did when I was a child. And maybe I'll start getting really back into jiu-jitsu again. Maybe in 10 years' time, I'll spend another 10 years just becoming a mixed martial artist. You see, in my opinion, you don't know what your purpose is right now. But there is something that you resonate with. Maybe it's teaching, maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's learning mixed martial arts. There is something that you resonated with, maybe younger as a child, maybe now as an adult, but there was something you resonated with. And why not pursue that? Because it may change. In 2 weeks' time, you may find out that, okay, this purpose is not my purpose. Maybe mixed martial arts isn't for me. Maybe I'm gonna try something else. Maybe I'm gonna pick up the camera and start filming. Doesn't hurt to literally pursue what your purpose might be. And because why this is so important is when you have your life aligned to your purpose, to your career, to your diet, it makes you feel that you're living to your most fulfilled moments of your life, that you're living to the fullest. Every single day I wake up and I record, I pick up this camera and I record, and I feel like I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm starting to go back to the gym heavily again, and I feel really good. And if my purpose change, and I suddenly want to become a mixed martial arts, and I start doing that, again, I will feel like I'm living my life to its fullest. So I ask you this, are you living your life to the fullest? And I ask you that because if I asked myself like a year ago, I would have said no. Well, actually, no, I would have said yes, but I would have been lying. I would have known deep down that I wasn't living my life to my fullest, which is just why I decided to make a change. If you can't, and you're really struggling, there's a massive book that I recommend. I've got it here, Where the Superior Man. It's backwards, so you're gonna have to use like a brain cell to like flip it, but The Way of the Superior Man, I'll put it as a link in the description. Best book ever. I am so glad I bought this. I'm pissed off at myself for buying it later rather than like sooner. I should have got the sooner rather than later, but best book of my entire life. I highly recommend you should go read it. Alright, hopefully this helped you out. Stay consistent and do the best you can. Love you, bro. Mwah.